is good to see you. I am Camille Walker with MyMommyStyle, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all of the things that I found for Easter at the dollar store. So I don't know if you are a fan of the dollar store like I am, but with Easter just around the corner, and this camera's a little bit crooked, it just seems like you don't want to get all the junk, but you also want to get things that, you know, don't cost too much. And I am planning Easter for myself, and with my two sister-in-laws, we have 12 kids between us, ages 10 to 1. And so we wanted to go find things at the dollar store that weren't too expensive, but also hopefully things that the kids would use and enjoy while we were together, and also for time to come with spring and summer coming around the corner. So for those of you who are just tuning in, thank you for being here. I am Camille with MyMommyStyle, and I do Facebook Live shows every Monday, which are cooking shows with my friend Shane. And then every Thursday is lifestyle shows, things like this for moms, whether it's healthy, easy meals or things around holidays or just mom tips in general. So thank you for being here. Please share this to your wall if for some reason you can't be with us. We want to be able to check in with you later. So share this to your wall so Facebook knows that you like us, and like and comment and share. I would love to hear who is here with us and hear what you have planned for Easter, because I'm going to show you what I picked up for the Easter baskets, but I'd love to talk to you about what you're going to be doing with your children for Easter so that we can share different ideas together. Hey Abby, good to see you. Abby is watching from England, and so I'm curious what time it is there. It's about 1:30 where I am in the afternoon. So Abby, what time is it there? I'm curious to hear. So as people are just popping on, one tip that I would give you if you are looking to buy Easter products like baskets and you don't have them yet, hold off and buy them after Easter if you can. I actually picked these up after Easter probably 3 years ago, and they're just from Walmart. It's nothing like super special, but I love them and they stack together really well, and I got them for a crazy good deal because I waited until Easter was over to buy them. So if you can do that, you can oftentimes find things for a lot less for the holiday that just ended. Oh, so Abby says it's 8:30. Hey Barbara, good to see you here. Oh, thanks. These are my little boy's Easter ears that I've had forever, and I thought, why not? It's kind of a lot to get into the frame, so just kind of fun. Okay, so just starting out, my sister-in-law and I went and shopped for 3 different families at the same time. And before we went to Target or to Walmart, we hit the dollar store up first, and I'll tell you why. A lot of times you can find things for a lot cheaper at the dollar store that are the exact same things that they are selling at the other stores, and you may not realize that you may be paying double or triple sometimes for what you could just find at the dollar store. So that would be a tip of mine to first start at the dollar store and see what you can find there. Another idea, if you have time, which we don't now because Easter is just around the corner, but we also looked at buying things in bulk from Amazon, because you can actually find a lot of really fun things and buy, you may have to buy 6 to 12, but for us that worked because we were buying all the kids the same things so that they don't feel bad that one person got something and they didn't. So that's why we shopped all together today at the dollar store, so that we could buy them all the same things. That may work for you if you're doing a big Easter event, whether it's for grandkids or a bunch of kids in a school group or something like that. But you can oftentimes find things in bulk and then get a much lower price that you could find anywhere else. So Barbara, Abby, thank you for saying hi and being here. I love seeing you guys. Please say hi if you're new here, if this is your first time, or if it's not your first time, I still want to hear from you. So one thing just starting out, and there are going to be a few things here that I did not buy that I'll tell you about because I already had and I didn't need, but they're really awesome things to have. Hey Shane, good to see you. So T-ball season is starting right now for my kids, and my one almost 2-year-old is so jealous that his older siblings have bats, and they are a little too hard for him to hit and to hold. And so I found this at the dollar store, and it's this tiny squatty little bat with a ball that comes with it, and I just think it is the cutest little thing for him, and I know that he's gonna love it, especially going to all the games that are coming up in the next few weeks. I thought, what a fun little bat for him, because it's just cute and tiny. So that was at the dollar store first, and if you can, they'll have different lengths and sizes, but I thought this one was a really good size if you have a child that's between 12 months to 3 years. I think this is the perfect little size. So, oh, looks like we have some first timers. Hey, Tina. Okay, another thing that can be really expensive in the stores that we found at the dollar store are these candy bracelets. My kids love candy bracelets and candy necklaces. And in this package for $1, there are 12. So we were able to buy 12 of these candy bracelets, and we're going to make so that each of the kids each have one. So that was a really fun treat. Who loves candy bracelets or candy necklaces? I feel like that is such a nostalgic candy for anyone of any age. They all love the candy bracelet. Yeah, Abby said she loved them as a kid. So here's the funny thing. When we went to the dollar store today, we found all of these old candies that we used to have as kids, and we were like, oh my gosh, that is so fun. So I'm excited to show you some of the things that we found because they're things that haven't been around forever, but we really loved them. Okay, so this is a really fun idea. I know, Jessie, get to the dollar store. So this is a bug catcher at the dollar store. We bought one of these for each of the kids, so we bought 12 for ages 1 all the way through 10, because I feel like it's something that, especially going into spring, kids are really excited to see the bugs that are outside and get them out in nature. So what's really fun about this is it comes with a little net. I would tell you to be careful looking at the ones that you look for, because some of the nets weren't perfectly sewn to the product. This is the dollar store, so just be mindful of that and make sure to find one that has a good net. You might have to dig and find ones that are good. But on this, what's really fun about it is it has little tweezers inside, and then there's a vent on top, and then right here, if you can see that, that's a magnifying glass, so that when the bug is inside the little container, they can peek in there and it magnifies the bug so they can look at it more closely. I think that is such a cute idea. So we got one of those for each of the kids. It also has like a lanyard thing so they can wear it around their neck. And that's just a really fun way to get your kids outside, and that is at the dollar store. So yeah, Abby said her son would love that. I think ours will too. We got them for the boys and the girls because we thought about doing just the boys, and then we thought, well, I don't know, let's do it for both. Okay, so this is a really cool idea. So of course you probably have seen sidewalk chalk at the dollar store before, but this is something that I haven't seen before at the dollar store, and it's actually a sidewalk chalk holder. So if you can see that right there, it's like you can slip the sidewalk chalk in it and then hold it like a pen. So it's just easier to write with. It doesn't break as easily. I thought it was pretty cool. So we got that just for the girls this time, but it's something that all kids would love. And I had never seen that before, so that was a really fun one that I saw. It looks like we have a few people. Tina, thanks for watching with us. I'd love it if you'd share this to your wall. That way Facebook will know that you're enjoying this video, and you can watch it later again if you need to leave us. Okay, so water guns. Let me talk about water guns for a minute, because water guns from the dollar store are not going to be awesome. They're just not. They're not the best quality, but I got this specifically for my youngest, and it's the perfect size for his hand, and he can still play like he's playing with the big boys, but it's just a little guy. It will squirt, and depending on the one that you get, some work better than others, but it's more just so he can play with his older brothers and sisters, and it's not expensive. So that was probably his favorite thing that we picked up in the store while we were there. But my favorite water gun that does work for little kids are these, what would you call them? They're like squirters. They call them water squirters. So you will see at the dollar store that they'll have really long ones, and then they'll have these baby size ones. I have found that these work better for my kids, young and old, all the way up to 10, because they are thicker and don't break or bend or snap as easily as the big ones do. The big ones are still fun, but these can be used by all of the kids, and they can't totally super soak or take over. I don't know. I just think they work really good. So you get a big bucket, get all the kids together, and you can just have them refill, and it's easy enough that they can shoot it themselves, and you're not having to keep refilling things for them, because it's so easy for them to fill up. These are my favorite water guns for kids, young and old, when they're in a water fight, because no one can like take over the scenario like with everyone else, everyone's on the same playing field, and it's just really fun. It even makes a fun squirting sound, so even if they're not using water, it's still a fun toy. So I'll show you, they had some cute designs. I'll show you all the ones that they got. So there was like this super fun glittery camo one. I have 3 boys and a girl, but I think they're pretty gender neutral anyway. So there's this splattered one. But they do have some sparkly like purple and pink ones too. Oh, okay. Abby says, not seen that before. You always have better stuff than the UK. Oh, but your candy is so good, Abby. You win in the chocolate area. Let's just be honest. So anyway, those are my favorite squirt guns. Abby, if you need one of these, I will send you one. You PM me your address. I will send it to you. You could probably even find them on Amazon, I wonder. Okay, we're going to do the toys first, and then we're going to go to candy. Okay, so April Fool's Day is happening on Easter this year, which is really fun, but it also kind of gives you a little bit more of a challenge because my kids are already talking about, is the Easter Bunny going to be pranking us? What are we going to do? And I don't know. So there were some different ideas that we thought of that were really fun. So one is a whoopee cushion in the Easter basket. That's a really fun way to honor April Fool's Day, but it's also just a fun thing to put in the basket, and this was $1. We ended up getting, well, we didn't get them for the babies, so we ended up getting 10. We're probably going to be we're probably going to be changing our mind that was a good decision, but we thought that was a really fun thing to do for April Fool's Day. Another really fun idea for April Fool's Day is silly string. My sister-in-law already had some, but we're going to be doing silly string when they go out to do their Easter egg hunt. We're going to spray them with silly string just to make it funny. I don't know. So silly string, whoopee cushion, just a fun way to put some April Fool's Day jokes in there. If you have some ideas, I would love to hear what those might be. So let me see here. Okay, so this, I love this idea for our girls. These are sticker, sorry about this, the glare there. These are sticker paper dolls, and we have mostly boys, but we have 4 girls that are ages 7 to 9, 7 to 8, and we thought these were so cute. They were just over in the art department. So sometimes when you're at the dollar store, consider not just the things that they put in the Easter section, but take a look around at other areas too, because this is something that we found that I feel was like such a cool find, because they can put together just different outfits, and these girls are so cute, and that's $1. So that was an easy yes. Like, absolutely, the girls would love that. So that was one that we found that we thought was really cute. I picked this up for me, just as a side note, but look how cute those are. I'm going to put those in my calendar for when I have birthdays on my calendar, because I paper calendar like a kid. I love having stickers and stuff in there. So I thought those are really cute. Aren't those fun? Yeah, so those are just darling little stickers. So we put that in. Okay, another fun thing, I said I would switch to candy in a minute, but okay, you guys have to tell me if you remember these. Do you remember Crybabies? They're like super, super, super sour Jawbreakers. And I haven't seen these in the store for years. Like, this is something I had as a kid. I haven't seen them in the store for years. Give me some likes if you remember these, or if you remember those. But I thought this is a super fun thing because it's April Fool's Day. So oh yeah, so I'm getting some likes. People remember these. I'm thinking about putting these unwrapped in the eggs so they think it's like a regular Jawbreaker, and having them put it in and it's just like crazy, crazy sour. So that's a fun thing for April Fool's Day that they might not be expecting. But I thought that was so fun to have that at the dollar store. Just some nostalgic old candy that I used to love as a kid. Yeah, so that's really fun. Okay, so this is a really fun idea that I think works for kids of a lot of ages. We actually, oh, Abby, you've never heard of them either. We need to get you some. They are so good. Okay, so this is a really fun gun that we gave to our boys that are ages 4 and under. because the ball is connected to the gun. So when it's shot, it has a cord connected to it so that the ball isn't lost. So I even bought this for my almost 2-year-old because he likes to be like the big boys too. Angela wants to know if they're jawbreakers or gumballs. These are actually, this is actually gum, but you're supposed to, it says, you'll only cry for 40 seconds, stay with it. So it's just crazy sour on the outside, like a jawbreaker, but then you chew into it and it's gum. So it's kind of, they're just called crybabies and they're so sour and awesome. So anyway, you should try those. So I am in Utah, Cheryl. I don't know if that would be close to where you are, if you have some there too. But here are, they're called ball shooters, and we bought these for the little boys, ages, I would say these would be good for ages 2 to 5, because then they can shoot the balls and you're not losing like Nerf bullets all over the place. Yeah. So we liked those. One thing you might consider at the dollar store that you may not have considered before is books for kids. They have a ton of really fun books. I'm going to show you a few different examples of what I found today. So one of the things that I found that I loved is, it's called Smiley Fun. It's just like those coloring books, but they're doodle pages for using like gel pens and different things like that. These are just really funky. I bought this for my daughter that's 7, and I know she's going to love this. She loves to doodle, and these are just really fun, funky pages, and it's $1. Like, it's so awesome. So yeah, that's a book that I found, but check your dollar store and see if they have really fun like doodle pages or ones that have mazes or different things like that. I picked this book up for my son that is almost 2, and he loves books like this that have real life looking pictures of animals and colors and different things. And this book was at the dollar store, and I thought, oh, he would love that. So I'm going to be sticking this in his basket too, even though he shopped with me, so he already saw it. But it's a really cute book, and it's $1. Like, I think you should take a look at your book section and see if there are some books that might work for your kids. Let's see. Elizabeth said, I have no clue what to do for my 15-month daughter. She's walking like crazy now. This book would be perfect for her. So Elizabeth, my son is 20 months, 21 months, so stay tuned because I have a lot of things that I think would work for her too. Not sure what to do for my 16-year-old. Okay, so 16-year-olds, one of the best Easters I ever had as a teenager was when my parents, it was actually my brother-in-law and my sister came to do Easter for us, and they put money in Easter eggs. Some eggs had like 3 cents, and another Easter egg would have like $5. And we thought that was the best Easter ever. So if you can manage something like that, I think money and putting it with egg hunt is a lot of fun. Michelle, if you can do that, because that's really fun. Elizabeth, or Willow says, Elizabeth, you can do fruit pouches, big ball to roll books. Yeah. She is not a makeup girl, just mascara. Okay, cool. All right, so thanks for giving each other ideas. Okay, so these are just different colored whoopee cushions. They had them in all different colors, so I got one for each of my kids. For the little teeny tinies, like the 15-month-old, you can never go wrong with balls, especially at that age. I feel like they just want to, like balls and cars and little toy things like that. I found this ball that is just the perfect size for my son, and he is just obsessed with playing with balls right now and playing catch and things like that. So I think that's a really fun idea for little ones. Another idea that is really good, hold on. We always bought, I mean, this is just kind of a classic, like the Easter bunny. I just bought one of those for each of my kids. So I'm just filling these baskets, if you can see. I'm going to have to put these all back away anyway, but it's just kind of fun to see them. I don't think you can even see what I'm doing there. Can you see those a little bit? Okay, so another thing that I found for little ones, like for your 15 months to 2 years, I love the little cars that they have. Take a look. This one actually does call for batteries, and typically I don't buy ones that call for batteries, but this one says it can go forward and backward, and it has like fun traction to it. So we just went for that. We're going to give that one a try and see how it goes. But there's a lot of fun cars. You can even find Hot Wheels or different things like that. Bubble Chalk and Play-Doh. They have really good Play-Doh there. In fact, before I went to the store today, one of my friends said, check out the Play-Doh at the dollar store because I like it even better than the name brand Play-Doh, which I didn't buy today, but I've heard that that's really good. So thanks, Vanessa. Hey, Mandy. Okay, this is another nostalgic candy that I haven't seen forever, but it's called Razzles. So it kind of like bubbles in your mouth and then it turns into gum. Does anyone ever remember eating Razzles? If you do, give me some likes and some love. Yeah, Mandy, I just did this today, so you could totally go out and just get your Easter shopping done at the dollar store. But this has, let's see how many are in here. There are about 18 of these. So we just bought enough that each kid could have one or two. But those are really fun candies. Does anyone remember Razzles? Because they're an old candy too. Okay. Some of you may hate me for saying this one, but for our older boys, we decided to get, well, this was kind of my, sorry, I'm trying to think where you want to see it. That's probably good right there. So we grabbed some of these water balloons, which I know, it's so annoying as a parent to have to fill these, but hopefully your kids might be able to fill them themselves. But we grabbed these because we think the kids will have a lot of fun with them. This is for my son that is 9, almost 10. Melissa says, what do you do when your kids are too old for Easter baskets? Yeah, so we talked about that a little bit earlier. I think like money and eggs is fun, or something that my parents always did for us is buy us something nice to wear for Easter Sunday, because, you know, and then of course talking about this, the gift of the Savior. That's what we always cover in Easter, whether it's for young or old. If the kids are a little bit older, I'm not sure how old your kids are, Melissa. Tell me how old they are. Elizabeth said, I've never heard of it. Oh, the Razzles. It's funny because I don't see them around often. So it just was funny that they happen to have them. Okay, so this is a really fun ball. This part right here fits around your wrist, so you can throw the ball and it bounces right back to you. I don't know how many of you have balls in the house that just get lost, or they throw them and they don't come back to them, but we bought these for the younger kids that were like 6 and under. Oh, maybe, I take that back. I think we bought them for all of them because gift cards or movie tickets, that's a good idea, Barbara. I like that. That's the thing is, I think especially for older kids, giving them a gift where you can experience something together or where they can decide how to spend the money is especially helpful. So I love those ideas, Barbara, because you are creating an experience for them. And I think that that's something they could do on a date or out with their friends. So I love those ideas. Yeah, gift cards or movie tickets. Angela, are you making a basket for your partner in, I think you're saying in crime? I'm not, but I will tell you, this is not, we bought some treats here at the dollar store today, but then we took a separate trip and got treats for the parents. So we bought like the caramel Milky Ways, the small Cadbury eggs that are so good, and Reese's eggs, because this is all well and good for them. And we did get some of that for them too, but we wanted to get some sweet treats for us. But no, we didn't do baskets. Are you going to do that, Angela? Okay, so this one, there's a baseball one. Okay. One thing that my kids absolutely love that's at the dollar store is ring pops. They come 4 to a pack, so they're $1 a piece, and that's the best price I've ever found on ring pops. So we bought one so that each of the kids could have a ring pop in their basket. We love ring pops. Okay, another nod to April Fool's Day. We bought Flarp noise putty. So they can make like fart sounds with it. I'm such a good mom. But we bought one for each of the kids, like different colors, so they could just make silly sounds. And we thought that that was a fun way to honor, let's see, this is backwards for me. There we go. That we could honor April Fools. So they just have like, it's kind of like putty, but when you take it out, you can either make it so it makes bubbling pop sounds, or you can push it in and it makes like squirty fun sounds. Yeah, so there's that. Let's see. Yes, my son and my bestie get treats. Yay! Oh, Abby, you have those in the UK. Awesome. Hey, Tina. Good to see you. Okay, this is one of the favorite things I found, but I found these chapsticks that are flavored for different treats or sodas. So there was like nerd flavor, there was bubblegum flavor. The other ones ended up in the baskets of my sister-in-law's, but they also had cotton candy flavor, bubble yum. They even had another one that was really cute that they had was Lucky Charms cereal chapstick, and just different things like that. It was so cute. And so we bought a chapstick for each of the girls to have a fun flavored chapstick. I thought that was really cute. I know, the flarp, huh, Barbara? It'll be fun. Okay, so another nod to April Fool's Day is this Laffy Taffy. I mentioned that to my sister-in-law. I'm like, oh, let's get Laffy Taffy, like, for April Fool's Day. And she's like, why would that be April Fool's Day? And I said, because the jokes. There's jokes on the Laffy Taffy. You can put them in the basket, and then they can tell jokes to each other for April Fool's Day. So I thought it was kind of a fun way to bring the two together. This was not in the Easter section. It was back by the candy section. So again, consider looking around the store, not just right where they have section things off, because that was a fun way to throw April Fool's Day in there. Another nod to old candy. You'll have to let me know if you have these. Do you know Neckos? They basically taste like chalk. But my dad loves them, so I bought these for my dad. And for anyone that loves old candy, there you go. Now you can see it, Necco. Do you have these? Tell me, tell me. So Neckos, I bought those just for my dad. I didn't buy those for the kids, because I'm sure they would taste those and be like, ew, those are gross. And I bought Kit Kats for me, but they're already opened. This is not Easter related, but do you know what glue dots are? This is if you're making a poster or scrapbooking or anything like that, and you just want a glue dot to like hold things together. They have those at the dollar store. I could do a whole other video on things that I found at the dollar store that I love. I always buy Neckos for my mom, Willow. Oh, that's awesome. Mandy, you love Neckos. Well, they're there. You got to check them out. Oh, you haven't heard of them either. That's funny. Okay, so classic malt balls. You just have to have malt balls. Again, we bought some other candy that we love that wasn't at the dollar store, but these are the things we bought at the dollar store. Some of the things that we bought are not here because I divided them up with my sister-in-laws, and we're going to be doing all the kids' packages. But if we have a nut allergy in our family, and so we had to be really careful about the candies that we bought. And the fruit chews made by Tootsie are nut-free, and they even have this nut-free symbol on it. So we thought that was a really good option for us because we were very aware of things that were made in a factory with nuts, or things that contain nuts. So just keep that in mind, that that's a good option. That's why we had to buy the Reese's separate. So just for us. Okay, this is a really fun treat that I haven't seen before. Tell me if you've seen this. They're trolley sour octopuses, but they're way cool looking. So I wish I could show you what they look like. I guess I'll just show you the picture. But they're just these little octopuses that are the trolley like sour gummies, and they are so cute. So we're planning to put these in their eggs too. And I've never seen those before. Those are just at the dollar store. Abby, you use them when journaling. What do you use? I missed what you used. Hey Tina, thanks for joining us. Okay, one of my favorite things that you can find at the dollar store are these light up, let's see if I can get it to light up, these light up balls. I swear I'm a kid. And I just never get sick of them. I know they're kind of crazy to buy balls, but I swear the kids never get sick of them. Oh, the glue dots for journaling. I'm with you. Okay, awesome. So these, you can buy these at the dollar store. They light up. They have some that are different colors. I just happened to buy a pink one for my daughter. But those are really fun. They sell these at other stores too, but they're always more than $1. So you can find these at the dollar store. This is one of my favorite finds. Okay, so Abby, I'm curious if you have these. Now and Laters. Ta-da! So I bought some Now and Laters for my kids at Valentine's from the dollar store, and the bags were half this size. And I even then felt like it was a good purchase for the $1. But for whatever reason, they have these giant size bags there for $1. I was like floored. This is also a candy I ate as a kid. Can you tell? I'm a little excited about it. But yeah, these are super, super yummy, and I love Now and Laters. And they have these huge bags at the dollar store, which will go a really long way. Willow says, looks like something Poppy would have fun chasing around with the kids. Yes. Here's the thing about Poppy is I give him toys, and he knows which toys are his and which toys are not his. And he's pretty good about not chewing up things that aren't his, so which is good. You guessed it, nope. Oh, we need to get you over here. I'll just fill your belly with all these sweet things. So that is at the dollar store too. Remember to like my Mommy Style page so you can see these videos other times when I go live. Please like and share this to your wall. Okay, again, we have these returning balls. This one is a golf ball looking one, and this is like a tennis ball looking one. So I got all different kinds so we could remember whose was whose. But this is just the same ball where you throw it and it returns to you. I got one of those for each of my boys. And those guns. Easter grass. You're gonna throw it away anyway, so just pay $1 for it, because why not? Oh, you're so sweet, Willow. Your puppies are cute too. I loved it, the video. Okay, this is not from the dollar store, but I will tell you that at the dollar store right now, you can buy cups, individual cups and color tabs that are $1. And I didn't buy one today because I already had this that I had bought after the season last year. If you haven't seen these before, they're really fun because they're no spill. You put the egg, there we go. You put the egg in the hole and then you roll it around and it colors the egg, which is really cool. But I brought this out to remind myself that you can buy egg coloring kits at the dollar store, and they come with individual cups and coloring tabs, and it just, why not just spend the $1 and then you're good to go. So that is everything for today for your Easter/April Fool's Day. And if anyone has any other questions or comments, I would love to hear them. Please share this to your wall so that you can watch it later. Share it with your friends if you have other moms that you think would love to see this, or parents that need help with having fun at Easter, not spending a bunch. For each of the kids, we spent $5 or less. That is not including the candy, because we bought the candy in the bags we're going to split up between the kids. But we went away from there spending less than $50, and we each have 4 to 5 kids. So that's pretty good, considering candy and toys and everything else. Willow says, even the mugs would be a great investment to use for making your own dyes for the eggs. Yeah. I did buy this after Easter was over last year, and I want to say I spent maybe $1 or $2 on this last year, because if you're looking to save money for your future Easters, just buy things when Easter is over, because the day after it's usually 90% off, the next day it's 75%, the next day or 2 days after that it's 50% off, so it goes pretty quick. Abby says, love all the ideas, wish our dollar store had all that stuff in it. I think you win on the candy too. Oh, I'm curious what your dollar store would have too. Yeah, we have a lot of options. We're really lucky. So here's a recap really quick of everything that we went over. Just a lot of fun things for Easter. And just, of course, for us always, we try to remember the true meaning of Easter, that it is about Christ. And a game that we have that I didn't show here, but we're going to be filling 12 different eggs with scriptures and stories relating to Jesus and the resurrection and everything. So if any of you are interested in that, I could link you to that. But there are things on Pinterest that you can find where you can have each person open a different egg that talks about his life and then the resurrection. So we will be doing that too. That's a very important part of our faith and why we celebrate Easter. So thank you so much for joining today. I appreciate all of your comments and your love, and I will see you next week. Happy Easter.